Hello, this is Pogue Marine FPS, and today we're going to be cleaning and lubricating the AK-47. Break this down and let's get to cleaning. Inside, we'll just give this a wipe down. What I recommend is some grease. So we're going to be using some battle-born grease. This grease works pretty well. You go down to -75 to 510 Fahrenheit. Battle-born grease. So take your grease of your choice. I'm using the battle-born grease. It works really well. And I usually, since it tips at an angle, do it like this. Give it a little push. Oop. That's more than enough grease. So yeah. So instead of doing that, you know what? I'm just gonna put it on my finger. This is non-toxic grease, but if you have grease that's toxic, then I don't recommend doing this. Either that or wear gloves. Just rub it on the rail, the top rail. Just do it like that. And I just kind of like scrape on the underside. Try to get my finger in there as much as possible, get some grease in there. And same thing with the other side, scrape some excess off so it goes underneath. And take your finger and get underneath the rail as well as on top of it. And there's another rail here. You get grease as well on it as best you can. And towards the ejector, just a little light amount of grease because you don't want the ejector gumming up your bolt. So alright, so we did that. So just put a little amount on there. That should be good. If you want to go excessive, you could put some in between the bolt rail. But alright, so we're gonna just field strip this, basic cleaning after the range. Take the bolt out, rotate the bolt out, and pull it out. First we'll wipe it down. Try to get as much carbon as we can off this. Take your solvent, and some people say, why didn't you spray it inside? I'm only spraying solvent inside the internals. I really can't get to all of it. So I just spray my solvents on stuff that I can easily get at the surface, because I don't like to leave solvents on there. So this is Breakthrough military grade solvent, and I've been using this for a little bit, and it works pretty good at getting some of the grime off there. So we're getting, I just spray it on the parts I can get to. I don't like spraying it inside the receiver. So let's just spray this bolt. And it does say it can cause irritation. I'm not wearing gloves. You probably should wear gloves. And same to the bolt carrier. Now let's relubricate it. For lubrication, I use the Corrosion X. It works great. And we'll just put it on, put a line here, spread it out around with our fingers. And I should be wearing gloves, but I'm not. And then just gently wipe off the excess. Leave a little bit on there. Yep, that's good. And then same up here near the lug. A little bit up there. Rub it in there. Rub it lightly on the lug. Just rub it around. And get the bolt. Don't put any on the bolt face. I'll show you. Pretty much get a little dot. Barely a dot. Just a little bit. A little speck. And get in there. Clean that. Don't put grease in the bolt face. Put a dot in the middle. And that should be good enough for the bolt. And I'll put 2 dots here, a dot there, and a dot there. And then I will take this, just swish it around. Okay, leave a little bit in there. Take this. Twist the bolt in. And that should be good enough for lubricant up there. And then I like to take a strip here to help protect it. And then do the whole bulk carrier. Now, once you have that, once you have the bolt installed in the bulk carrier, set that aside. I like to just keep it next to the dust cover and the spring. Actually, we'll grab the spring. Some people like to do this. This is a part you can skip. Some people call me a little anal on this, but I like to make a line of oil or CLP that you got. Kind of twist it in my hands. I should be wearing gloves, but I'm not. So get it on the spring, and then just don't rub it all off, but just, you know, so it's not excessive. All right, now we need to clean the barrel. Now with the barrel, only rods I like to use are the brass ones. I don't like to use steel on steel. I like to use the brass ones because they're nice and soft. But these have to be one of my favorite. This is just for light shooting, but if he's getting a heavy shooting and is really dirty, I would use some brass rods. But we only shot 75 rounds to it today, so just, you know, put that little brass stud in there and let gravity do its work. You know, have it slide down. Have it slide down in there, and just let gravity pull it down and feed it, just like such, until it comes. Oh, let me break down the stock. Till it comes out. See it right there, and just simply pull it through the bore. This is dry, and then next run we'll run some lube in it, and I like to do it 3 times. So we'll run this dry first off. Pull it right through, and then what I like to do is put 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, of lubricant of your choice. Put it back through the bore and run it through 2 more times. Now we'll skip this process on the video. I don't want to bore you. Alright, so now that the barrel's clean, we'll start cleaning the outside. A lot of people don't do this. I do this because it takes care of your firearm. Grab your rag, flip it on the cleanest side you get, and just simply do this. Make a little X pattern. Like that. Just put some lubricant on there. We could take out the guide rod, but the cleaning rod, but we're just going to leave the cleaning rod in. Actually, you know what? We'll take out the cleaning rod so we can get you a little bit better. And then we'll wipe down the barrel. You can go as far as to taking off the muzzle brake. You can do this as well. If you really wanted to, you can take it off. You don't have to do this. But I like to keep my threads lubricated since it has that locker on there. Put a little pea size on there. And then as well get the crown, some oil. Clean the crown as well, around the crown. Make sure there's nothing in there. And then reinstall the muzzle brake. Reinstall the muzzle brake. Right, now we wipe that down. We need to get inside the gas port. Just run like a 12 gauge brush through there. I have mine packed up, so I'm gonna have to improvise, and I'm just gonna use this rag. Alright, so that pretty much is what we need to do to cleaning. That concludes my video of the AK cleaning and lubrication.